So I bought my first flip and my first rental in 2019 at the end of the year. And then I was like, okay, I would just kind of do one or two deals at a time. And then I was like, wait, in order to replace my income at my job, then I have to move quicker. So December 2019, I joined a mentorship, Ryan Pineda, wealthy investor. And at that time, he had just started his mentorship. So there was only like 8 of us. And his first mastermind was in his living room. And so that was cool because now, there's thousands of students and everything. So I kind of got in at a good point. But when I went up to see him and we did the hot seat and everything like that, he was like, okay, you made 100K on your first flip and you make 70K at your job. So why haven't you quit yet? I was
Hmm.
like, my health insurance. He's like, how much is that? Okay, maybe 15, to 1800. We get best care and I have my kids on my plan too. So he's like, okay, so you're going to let $1,800 a month stop you from living the life that you want and spending more time with your family. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, okay.
That's deep too. You
Yeah,
got
I
all these
know.
deep moments in your career.
Well, and then
I've
and
never had that before.
so I went. The funniest thing was I went home and and I told my husband, "Yep, I'm gonna quit." Ryan said to quit. He was like, "I've been telling you." So
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
true.
until somebody brings it up, and especially because he's a mentor, he was, at a level that was higher than me and very
Hmm.
successful at what he was already doing. So I listened to him and I did it, and went all in. And from there just met other people through his mentorship and then a few other mentorships, been partnering. And I think a lot of people are scared to partner, which rightfully
Hmm.
so, right? Like not everybody is going to have the same intentions. But I think too, if you have other connections with them or have known them for a while, maybe a year or two or something like that, or had seen their success previous and knowing their track record, then that might make you feel more comfortable. I'm not saying that you should partner.
Right.
It takes a level of communication that's important, a level of due diligence, and everybody's life
And compromise
changes,
too. I mean, it's
right?
like I have a business partner, and my wife jokes that he's like my second wife, or like that, because him and I are actually more financially tied together than my wife and I are,
Right.
which is like kind of scary. But it is that the partnership is what made it work so well.
Hmm.
He has his role and I have my role. And in the beginning, I couldn't afford to hire somebody for those roles. So there you go.
Hmm.
So that's a great way to start. So how many different partners do you have in all your deals that you're doing? Not like
Um,
syndications, I mean,
right,
but like
right.
just direct partners.
Probably right now. So I have 6 flips going on. So 5.
5 partners.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're all from all over the place.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they all, so when I partner with somebody, they're kind of like the boots on the ground. They
Right.
know that area, they're tied to it. They have other projects going in that area. So they're very much in that day to day.
Hmm. Awesome.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, even Brandon touched on partnerships, and you can definitely, like, I don't have any partners at the moment, but like I feel like to get to the next level and scale, like it would, having a partner to do one side of the business, and because Ryan and his partner, they seem to run it very well. Like his partner Tyler is like the boots on the ground. He's kind of like behind the scenes doing a lot of the
Lunches, business development type stuff.
yeah, and they seem to be doing it pretty well, and that's helped because
But in the
could you have
beginning,
done it on your own, right?
and
Like
I don't know, maybe Zasha, you've had this experience with partners too. In the beginning, before we had like this operation that we had assistants and managers and this and that, we were finding ourselves doing the same job because it was such a small operation, and he had his way of doing it and I had my way of doing it. We would constantly like butt heads about that. And until we, I guess, were like big enough to separate our jobs completely, that's when we actually found peace with each other and we weren't like trying to bite each other's heads off. But it kind of sounds like you had that partnership with them having that direct role for a reason. Like we were just 2 gym teachers that got together to try to build a rental portfolio. So we were like stuck trying to fight each other doing the same job. But you're basically hiring a partner
Hmm.
essentially to do
Yeah.
the job that you're not doing. And
Hmm.
that's the way to do partnerships, is to
yeah,
hire a partner, find a partner to do the job that you're not able to do or
yep.
don't want to do. And
That's so
that's
good too, because again, that's what Brandon said when he built his fund. Like he built it from the top down, and he brought in an equity partner, and that's
yep.
just so eye opening to like opportunities when you can actually bring in partners and give them equity versus bringing them in and hiring them on hourly, for example.